Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it through a whole week. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah, things are good, man. Things are real good. This week, well, you know, within reason. I'm a hopeful man. I may have mentioned in a previous episode, can't remember what and all I've talked about this week because it's been a whirlwind. Over the weekend, I had my refrigerator die on me. So we had, yeah, I did mention this. So I talked, I had the landlord finally had somebody come out, and he came to the determination that my refrigerator was broken. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So they've ordered me a new one. It hasn't arrived as of yet. So I'm recording this Thursday night, and they were here Wednesday. So yeah, it took 4 days for my landlord to get somebody here, and then it'll probably take another 4 days for it to arrive. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a week. So as of now, I am living off of dried goods and pasta. Not happy with that, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I mean, there are worse things in life, to be honest. I'm, you know, so what? I have to eat, you know, pasta. Oh my God, I actually like pasta. I'm that guy. So yeah. Oh well, he was happy. We got a flawless bone grade at Mace. Yeah, that was good. Get another bone thing here. That was unexpected. I just saw the thing and said, "Yeah, we'll head that way." There's the crypt is over this way too, so we're gonna keep heading this general direction until we get everywhere. Yeah, it's been interesting week at work. We've got some new folks that have joined us in the team that I work on. So I got to do floor support again the other day, Wednesday actually, and that was fun. You know, I always like answering questions and helping folks out, and you know, I love the energy from folks when they're first starting. They haven't become old and jaded like me, and you know, they ask genuine questions, and it's nice and it's delightful. And I actually really enjoy sharing knowledge and sharing information. It's something I enjoy doing. So I really, really like it. So I get to do that. And then back on the phones doing my regular shabam. And, you know, it's fine. Today was actually a decent enough day. It wasn't horrible. Not as many crazy escalations. Because of all the new folks that have come out, the phone calls have kind of died down a little bit. You know, having new people on the phones makes life a little bit easier for those of us that are, you know, taking calls in the regular. So I do appreciate that a lot. You know, it's still mostly back-to-back calls, but there are moments where we don't get a call for like 5 or 10 seconds. And that would probably sound like, you know, nightmare to most people. But when you literally get off a phone and it rings all the time, that little break for a few seconds, you can catch your breath. It feels good. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. And the week, gaming stuff, might as well get into that. I mentioned it last week. It started on yesterday. Today for me, yesterday for you guys. Epic Games is doing 2 weeks, a new game every single day. So as of Thursday, they released City Skylines for free. So I'm like, yes. Grabbing a whole bunch of games. I ended up getting another game as well. Picked it up on sale. I can't remember the name of it. Ooh, there's the bell. It's called Immortals Phoenix Spirit, or I can't remember. It's off of Ubisoft as well. It used to be called Gods and Monsters, and they changed the name, and I don't know why they changed the name, because Gods and Monsters, I actually like the name, but whatever. I'm not a guy. Basically, it looks like a cross between Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. So yeah, got it on sale. Epic gave me a coupon, so I got it for pretty cheap. And I'm like, sure, I can do that. I was trying to figure out what game I could grab off the Epic Store, because I mean, when I get a coupon, I like to utilize it. So, you know, I don't mind throwing $30-40 at a game that I don't really know much about. I watched a quick little video on it, and it looked interesting. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, I've spent more money for dumber things. So, you know, making some changes to my setup here as well. You will see. You guys may or may not hear a difference here in the very near future. Ordered myself a new microphone. I kind of got tired of this current setup. right now I have a studio microphone hooked into a mixing board, which is mixed into a USB audio interface, and I've used that so that I can adjust the sound levels and adjust the things the way that I want to, and it works fine when it wants to work. There are times where it's lower than it should be. There's times where it's higher, and it's becoming cumbersome. That it's not something necessarily always in software, because my software doesn't change. It's something with the hardware, and I just don't really want to fiddle with it anymore. Yes, I was alluding to another word there, but I stopped and paused myself. So I've ordered myself a USB microphone. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Reason being, just wanted something simpler for myself. I've got, as I've mentioned, I'm planning on making some changes and some upgrades to my computer rig anyway. And with that, I wanted to change the entire system, my entire setup. I run a 3-monitor rig right now, 2 1080p monitors, 1 4K. The 2 1080p monitors I have on shelves that are up on the wall. And so they are up off my desk. I got them at the right height for my eyes. And because I don't have a very huge desk, I just picked up a cheap IKEA desk when I moved in, as I do every time. A couple of legs and away I go, and it's like, yay! For 30, 40 bucks, I've got a desk, and I've got 2 of them together, and it makes an L shape. The issue I'm running into is that I got, what do you call it? A VESA mount type of thing for my 4K monitor, and it's on an arm that's attached to my desk, and I can move it around, do whatever I want with it, and I freaking love it. So I picked up a dual arm set for my 1080p monitors, except they are right now attached or on these said shelves that are attached onto the wall, and my sound gear is attached and sitting on those shelves, and I use them as like extra storage for crap, which is kind of useless. And it's clutter, and I don't want to clutter anymore, and I'm trying to isolate and get rid of a bunch of the junk. So I ordered this USB microphone, which will be just plugged into a USB hub, and then that'll be it. So I will be able to finally get some of the gear out of the way here. We'll see how well the microphone works. If it works great, then wonderful. If it works like dog dirt, it gets sent back to Amazon, because that's where I bought it. But it was like 80 some odd bucks. Not terribly expensive. It's got a cardioid polar pattern, blah, 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 whatever. The only thing I care about is that it has knobs on it that I can actually adjust the gain on it. I can adjust the headphones on it as well. And I can push the button in and mute the damn thing when I'm streaming, which is something I cannot do right now. And that kind of is a pain in the ass. So I'm like, you know what? This is kind of fine by me. Might be a dip in quality. I don't really care as long as I have some of the quality I've got here. I'm not a perfectionist. I don't really need what I have currently. I'm okay with good sound. I don't have to have great sound. But we'll see. If it turns out that people hate the new setup and they hate the new sound coming out of it, then obviously I can just swap back to it. There's no sweat off my backside to set it back up again. Just a matter of finding a new place to put the gear. We'll figure it all out. But it could be that I might have to. Okay, are you good yet? Dude, I killed. Oh, there's still witches down here. Get him, farty butt. Can you kill that witch for me, please? That was all you needed to do. There we go. Well, I climbed it last time, right? I should be... What the hell? Where was I climbing at? Can't see shit. There we go. Oh, God. That's not where I need to climb. Can I do it from here? This should be good. Okay. Why am I having the worst time with this? I did it. I just did it. Come on. Drive me nuts. Yeah, I can't grab it. It just seems like I cannot get the grippy grab. Okay, we'll try it one more time here. We got this one. This is the one. Oh, come on. Get away from... There we go. Jesus, mother of pearl. Please tell me you're done. Are you shitting me? Dude, I have killed all the freaking witches that are here. There's no more... Oh, God. Really? There's two hidden in here. I can't see. Yo, witches in the corner, man. Are you good? You don't drop anything? The only drop I get is from the witches? Okay, well, fine. You're welcome. I shouldn't really worry about why I do the things I do. Just do them. Dear God. Oh, God. Did I get it in time? Yep. Nope, I did not. I almost died. That could have been awkward. So, yeah. Gear setup. That new microphone should be arriving tomorrow. Or today for you guys. I will test it over the weekend. See what I can do with it. Yeah, I'm kind of stoked, to be honest. And then I'll put up the boom arm for the monitor mounts, I guess. And then the only thing left is waiting on the new CPU coming in for the computer. And then I'm all good to go. New computer, all set and ready. And then potentially maybe a video building it. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Just, I've got things I want to do. But yeah. Can't wait for the pandemic to be done. I just so looking forward to getting a semblance of my life back together again. I have so many things that I want to accomplish that are being limited because of the fact that I am stuck in here. And the numbers in Quebec are not getting any better. Well, they're stagnating at around 1,700, which is great because that's about as high as it got in the middle of the first wave. And so obviously we are in the throes of the second wave, which is, as everyone has mentioned, was going to be exceptionally worse than the first one. And understanding the psychology of people, I'm understanding why it gets worse. Especially this time of year, people just want to see family and be around friends, and you know, you've been isolated away from everybody for so long. It's like I want something normal, and I'm with you. I'm with everybody that wants something normal, but I'm also of the mindset of I don't care. I just don't. I tell everybody that I care about that I love them, and then they know what's going on, and then we're good. But I'm not going to jeopardize anybody for anything in my family. Plus, my folks live in Florida, or sorry, in the Carolinas, and my son lives in Ontario. You know, and I send him his Christmas presents, and he's fine. You know, we chat, we text each other, so we got that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've done everything in this area. Was there a key? I did get a key. I was looking at that real quick. So now I got to find the jerk that needs the key. Where would this guy be? Oh, God. Hey, buddy. Do you know where the guy is attached to something? You don't like walking? Well, do you know where the reins are? Okay, you're so helpful. I'll wander here for a minute, but I'm not... It's blue. Not the end of the world. If I don't find the guy, I can always come back. Kind of funny. It's usually nearby where you were when you found the dude. But usually there's a lot more of them. And I always find that these damned spooky woods always hide the jerk on me. And I hardly ever find them. Okay, we got anything here? If I could ride my damn pet, it'd be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, we're out. We're done. Okay, let's do the boop boop boop. Accordion Village. Yeah, I mentioned in my last video about the NVIDIA stuff, and I want to thank you guys for some of the feedback on that. the YouTubers that I was referring to was the Hardware Unboxed folks. They are based out of Australia. I like most of their content. I'm not super huge fans. There's the two hosts. I like one. The other one I'm not a huge fan of. The guy that does all of the testing for all the games and stuff. And it's not like a thing like, oh, I hate the guy. It's just the personalities of the two. The guy that does the game stuff and does all the benchmarks, his name is Steve. I like him best of the two. The other one, I think his name is Tim. And for whatever reason, he just does not do anything for me. He just kind of is like, I don't know. Like, if I had a choice of pepperoni pizza or my pizza that I make, which is with smoked oysters and goat cheese with fresh basil, I would put him akin to the pepperoni pizza. Still pizza, but not the gourmet pizza that I dig. So if that makes any sense, because I'm just basically talking out of my ass. But yeah, NVIDIA's walked everything back, and they've done, oh, we're so sorry, tell your community that we were bad. And yeah, so hooray. All I know is that as of this moment, I'm not caring about NVIDIA. I'm not a huge fan of the current video cards that they have. I'm not sold on the Samsung process right now. It's an 8 nanometer. It is what it is. It's fine. TSMC is one doing the 7 nanometer process on everything else. My thoughts on the current NVIDIA stuff is that it runs great. It looks phenomenal. Definitely is an upgrade, but it runs very hot, and it also requires an awful lot of power, which I'm not a huge fan of. For years, companies gave AMD shit for running hot and running fast, or sucking a lot of power and running hot. And now that it's NVIDIA, it's like, oh, but look at the frames. It's like, yeah, fuck off. I'm just kind of sick and tired of the double standard that we see. And it's fanboys. And I don't care what fanboys it is. There's the AMD fanboys are just as fucking awful as the NVIDIA fanboys. But the ones that kind of annoy me the most are the ones that were in the media that were, going on and on and on about some of the shit that was happening with AMD back in the day. And as I've mentioned before, I like the color process that AMD uses, and I still do. I've seen the 3080s and stuff, but honestly, when it comes down to it, you buy what you want for what you're going to do. The part of the NVIDIA cards that I like is their NVENC encoder, which is used for streaming. It's very good, very well done. Also, the fact that they have the noise canceling thing for your microphones. Another handy treat that they have that's just incorporated in. And these are great features that I like. But neither of which is enough for me to pony up $700 or $800 for a video card that I think runs too hot, and I don't trust the process. And my personal thoughts are that they've pushed the limitations of this quite a bit. I'm not too sure how far they're pushing the Samsung node for this, and I'm worried that because they run hot and because they use so much energy that they're going to have a high failure rate. That is my personal worry and concern. So I wouldn't be jumping on board it anyway. I'm okay waiting this generation out. I'm thinking next gen should be a lot better. There was a monumental increase this year between AMD and NVIDIA, but that's kind of was needed because we got a rock. Let's put it out there. The 20 series over the 10 series on NVIDIA side was good, but not phenomenal. The RTX things that they offered, again, a nice addition, not the end-all be-all that I think people were hoping for. I'm not sold on RTX. I'm not sold on ray tracing at all yet. The performance hit that your computer takes in order to enable it is brutal. I like what it does, but it's much the same as some of the bells and whistles we've seen in the past that are great on paper, but when they get utilized, it's just kind of like the PhysX chips and the GameWorks where they did the hair physics and stuff. That was like a whole hoopla on the Witcher thing. I'm like, yeah, NVIDIA likes to sell this shit to us, but we'll see. I don't think that it's going to be a horrible thing. What the hell am I looking for here? Am I just killing these dogs? Okay. Hey, what's up? Oh god, I'm using these already? What was he saying? Unholy Pact, got it. Okay, let's do this real quick. I got shit. Let's do this real quick. But again, I'm not saying that AMD is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. They are far from it. But for right now, the 5700 XT works to my needs. It's a decent enough card, but it's not a monumental leap. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So yeah, the jump from the 10 series to the 20 series on NVIDIA was not as monumental as it could have been. So it's been 5 years, basically, since we saw a really marked improvement. So this series for the Ampere is a nice jump, but it's not the jump that I was hoping we would see. Because, again, I didn't think that the jump we saw between the 10 series and the 20 series was exceptional. So for AMD to catch up to this is good because they were so freaking far behind, it was kind of stupid. But next one, I think that's the one that we need to look into. At least for me, that's where I'm going to be paying attention. I'm also curious as to how these tech giants are going to deal with the costing and pricings of things, because as it is at this moment, they have overcharged, as far as I'm concerned. Back in the day, a high-end video card was $300, $400 was pushing it. Now, when we're getting $2,000, $1,500, even if you put inflation in, I look at it this way. Minimum wage still hasn't fucking caught up to this, so I don't give a shit what people are going to say about inflation and all that rates. It's still the earned dollar versus earned dollar. People are spending more money to survive now, working more jobs. Money is just as tight as it ever has been, so take that, shove it up your butt, and stop talking about it. The price of the units, as far as I'm concerned, $1,000 for a video card is stupid. I won't pay that. I won't even pay $1,000 for a CPU, which will do more for me. I'm having a hard time justifying $1,000 for a whole computer. So let alone that. I mean, give me a break. I'm a cheap man, but I'm not that cheap. I can't be bought. So, are you literally it? You're the unholy pact. You are the thing I'm supposed to rue. The whole reason I've been up here, huh? Okay, well, fine. Thank you for that. That was good. We did some stuff today. Let's go to Mount Corion. I think that's over here. Yeah, we're good to go there. So yeah, I'm bitching a lot. I'm not trying to bitch. I'm trying to, express my personal opinions about the tech stuff. It infuriates me and upsets me that we've become accustomed to price gouging, and I think Intel kind of set the bar years ago. I think that Intel overcharged for years. I was not a huge fan of their pricing structure. I did not like their incremental updates for better part of 10 years. The fact that they sat on their laurels for so long that as of right this moment, AMD is trouncing them. That should never have happened to Intel. They shouldn't have allowed that to happen to themselves. I'm happy that AMD has done what they've done with the Ryzen processors. I think that is good. That kind of competition is good. What Intel did was stupid. Sitting on your laurels, investing in all these other side projects, and nothing of it ever actually coming to fruition. not putting your R&D into chip development. And then when you see AMD has now done what they've done and you're playing catch up, that's not a good look for you. And losing the battle for CPU dominance that way, that's an insult to all the fine people that work at Intel, as well as the people that have invest the money into them. Far as I'm concerned, the people that are at the top that have made these strategic decisions to cripple themselves and go over these incremental increases without actually paying attention to the actual research and making some good changes, following the money instead of following the dream and the passion, those fuckers need to go away. I've always thought that the mindset of the corporate world has been pretty stupid. And I'm a guy that works in a corporate structure, so I mean I'm part of the fucking problem as is anyway. But I don't like the fact that the creativity will get stifled for the dollar. And we find that within the gaming industry, like right now with Cyberpunk. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Luckily for me, my game runs okay, but the console version is crap. On the original Xbox and the PlayStation 4, it doesn't run properly. As of tonight, when I'm talking, it was announced that Sony's PlayStation is no longer selling it on the PlayStation 4 and will issue refunds to anybody that is asking for it. That's a major fuck up from CD Projekt Red. Like one that is abysmal. And again, it's the people in charge of the money not paying attention to the creators and, allowing bad decisions to carry on. The simple thing would have been that we're just doing a PC release. We'll release the consoles when it's out. And that would have been a good decision. The decision to release it as it was, bad. There's big enough issues with it currently for the PC that they've probably got about another 6 months to fix this version. And now they've got to do damage control and fix a console release as well. And the way that the consoles are now, it's not just as simple as it used to be. You make one version for Xbox, make one version slightly different for the PlayStation. Now you've got 4 different variations of the Xbox, because you've got the original Xbox One. No, there's the Xbox One and then the One S, whatever one you want to be. They were both the same Xbox. And then you had the one that did the 4K. So there's 2 versions there. And then now you've got the Series S and the Series X. And those are completely different architectures. So you'd have to develop one completely different than the other. And then you've got the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5. And then you've got the Pro model of PlayStation. I'm not too sure how much of a difference there is there. And then you've got PC version. That's a lot of different variations. I think that's enough for anybody to take on. And if you don't have like a unified engine that has been proven to run on all these things, which like we're at the beginning of these consoles. So yeah, there's even Ubisoft with Valhalla ran into some issues between them, and they've been scrambling and doing a lot of patches, but nothing on the level of what CD Projekt Red released. Again, I'm not trying to shit talk the company. I love the fucking game. I'm playing the shit out of it. I love it. But again, the people that were in charge that were making these business decisions, and it comes down to this every single time. Money always makes for stupid decisions. The people that are in charge of the money shouldn't have any charge of the creative outlet. And I think that's one of the biggest issues we run into in the gaming industry. There's so many great, brilliant, creative artists that are out there that have great, fucking, beautiful ideas. And that the corporations have just come in and has completely decimated the gaming industry as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's not the same as it used to be. I remember back in the 90s, you'd get the PC Gamer magazine. It would have the demo disc on it. Every month you were scrambling. You wanted to get that demo disc. And they had these interactive DVDs that you would... it was a DVD. And you would play it. There would be like a little game type of thing in order to open up to see what the demos were. There was like a revolving storyline that went through it. But it was the demos. Were all these creative games. And that creativity, I don't know where all those great minds are. Like, well, I know they're working for the companies to try to make games, but they certainly are not being allowed to develop a lot of the games. I wonder how many ideas get thrown out because like they don't think it's going to be, you can't justify it for, we're not going to make a fiscal recovery on this, blah, 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 and then you've got a little game like, Among Us that literally, it cracks me up that the biggest games right now are the ones that look pretty much the shittiest. Among Us, not a pretty game, fun as hell. Fall Guys, again, not a pretty game, cute but not pretty. And it cracks me up that I'm assuming that these are little indie guys and things that go on. I'm just going to make this game myself. We'll do this, and the big wigs are just like, nope. And then here you go. Oh, I see somebody. I'm looking all over the damn place for this guy. I think I killed all the dudes here before, and I just had to find him. I don't have the gold fucking key. Son of a gun. Well, I've gone on long enough. Anyway, God, that was a ramble. What the hell? Well, that's what you come here for. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys Monday, our next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the